everyone. This is Diamond Diva with From Diamond Diva to You. This is my second video in my relationship series, and it's just going to talk about elements of a successful relationship. So let's get into it. Number one is communication. Open communication is extremely important in relationships. And for three reasons. Number one, it helps to establish trust. Now, when you feel that, your partner will come to you no matter how difficult the topic may be, and that they will approach you about it first, that'll give you a sense of security, and your other partner a sense of security. The second reason that open communication is important is because it helps you establish that bond. You feel safe, that you have some place that you can express your feelings, express, things that might be bothering you. And it also, for my third point, it helps you to get your needs met. If you're not able to communicate your needs with your partner, you're in the wrong relationship. Both people should be able to say, I don't know, hey, this is what you're doing and this is how it's affecting me. And there should be a respect for that. The second important element in a successful relationship is mutual effort and investment. You need to be able to see in action that this person is in it to win it, that this is what this person wants, and you should feel that. You should feel that and you should see that. So let's just say in a marriage, it's supposed to be a partnership. There shouldn't be one person carrying all the weight. You should be thinking, hey, what can I do to make my partner feel safe, feel worthy, feel loved, feel cared about, feel supported? So if both people have that mindset going in to say, hey, what can I do to make this person's life easier, then no one's needs should go unmet. The third thing is common goals. Common goals help kind of generate a sense of togetherness, and it also gives you opportunities to kind of establish respect for one another. Like when you work together, you're able to see the other partner in a different light and to better appreciate what they bring to the table. The fourth thing is mutual respect. Now, respect is very important in a relationship, and I would love to say this, that there is a baseline. I don't care if it's baby mama, baby daddy, wife, husband, friend to friend, colleague to colleague. Like, there should be a baseline of respect that you give in a relationship, and you shouldn't go below it. So, you shouldn't be calling, nobody should be calling out your name. You shouldn't be any B's and any H's or whatever. And mutual respect is just an appreciation of one another. It's a valuing of one another, and it is saying, hey, even if you might not agree, hey, I hear you and I understand what you're saying, or maybe you don't understand. Maybe it's just, let's agree to disagree, but it's a respecting of each other's viewpoints and differences and valuing each other based off of that. The final element to a successful relationship, and remember that this is not all encompassing, meaning these are not the only 5 things that need to be present. These are just 5 that I have chosen to talk about. But the 5th one is positive emotional regulation. Now, this is extremely important because you don't want to be on an emotional roller coaster. You want someone who has control over their emotions and someone who has their behavior regulated. So, for instance, let's say that, you're upset about maybe this person slammed the door, which I do not recommend doing. But let's just say this person slammed the door, and then you respond by running after them, pushing them or slapping them or something like that. Like, it's just an escalation of things. Like, for one, you need to always conduct yourself appropriately. You don't want to be putting your hands on each other. There shouldn't be any physical altercations or any verbal abuse. You need to be able to keep a cool, calm head and remain collected. Especially when you're in those moments of tension and you're trying to get your point across. You need to remember that in communication, it really matters how you say something because it affects how it will be received. But you want to make sure that this person is not flying off the handle and they're not, just 0 to 100.